we're going to chat about sacrifices. Sacrifices you make as a homeschool mom. Are you really sacrificing? Stick around. Welcome to the channel. My name is Morgan here at The Life of Tillman. If this is your first time, welcome. I am so happy to have you here. If you haven't done so already, go ahead, click that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you do not miss any of the videos uploaded on this channel. If you've been with me before, welcome back. Sacrifices. This is not a complaint video. I had a really rough week last week. It was really hard. There was so much going on. My girls with basketball, and we were preparing for dance recital. It was super busy. And of course, my husband travels for work, so he was gone. But the 3 weeks prior to that, he was here. And I got so used to him being here. He's like helping out everywhere and taking people places. And, you know, I got to spend more time at home, all of that. And then when he left, it was almost like I thought I was prepared. Because you get into this routine. I'm like, 3 weeks of him being home was like the best thing. And I was in this routine of how things were going. And I thought I was prepared, and he left, and I realized that I wasn't. But was I not prepared for him leaving? I'm used to that. I don't know what happened, but it was a rough week. And it had me thinking about some of the things that we sacrifice to homeschool, to stay at home, to be stay-at-home moms, homemakers, all of the things. I honestly don't like the word sacrifice. When I hear the word sacrifice, just something negative comes up in me, because a lot of times you'll hear people say, I sacrificed everything for you. I don't know. That's just my mentality. I just don't like the word sacrifice, because another part of it is that we made this decision. My husband and I made a collective decision that I would stay home and that we would homeschool our children. That was a decision that we made. And with any decision, there are pros and there are cons. With anything. Do we not do certain things because we homeschool? Yes. The typical things that you will hear are living on one income. Now that can go both ways, guys. You can have people who live on one income and they make $1 million. Or you can have people who live on one income and they make $50,000 a year. I don't know. I'm not diving into everyone's incomes. However, it can be great, and it can be what others may consider not so great. I don't know. But yes, living on one income it could possibly be a sacrifice that you are making. And so I'm not going to just share with you what I think are like the typical things, but for me, I had to think about what are some things that I don't do, that I don't get the opportunity to do, that I maybe would like to do, but I'm not able to because we homeschool. And with my husband traveling, there are quite a few things. Now, do I think about this all the time? No, I live my life every day because this is the life that God has blessed us with. This is the life that we have in this season of life. And I don't feel like it's permanent. Nothing is ever permanent. So when I'm in and moving throughout my day, I'm enjoying my day for the most part. Obviously, we have our ups and our downs, but I'm going throughout my day and I'm not thinking about all of the things that I am missing out on or sacrificing because we made the choice to homeschool our children. I could make a choice, and my husband and I could make a choice to send our girls into public school or to private school, wherever. But there would also be sacrifices or things that we would be missing out on by doing that as well. It's a choice. We make choices every single day. So here are some things that I feel like I don't necessarily get because we homeschool. The first thing is that I sacrificed my expectations. I literally had to throw my expectations of what it looks like to homeschool, what it looks like to be a wife and a mother, and what our family's quality time would be because we homeschool. My husband travels. Now, what I love, and both of us love for him to come home to us every single day. Yes, absolutely. But I don't think that in this season of life, that's where we're supposed to be. And we're accepting of that. And so we make the best of the time that we have. So with everything that is a sacrifice, we flip that and we turn it into something positive. No, he's not here with us every single day, but when he is home, we get some amazing quality time. So my expectations of what an everyday family is supposed to look like are gone. My expectations of what it looks like to be a wife and a mother who homeschool, they had to change because I didn't know. I didn't know what that would look like. I had never seen anyone homeschooling. I had never seen any stay-at-home moms. That was not something, those were not the type of people that I was around. I was around households with 2 incomes, everybody's working, children are going to school. That is what I was accustomed to seeing. That is how I grew up. I did grow up in a single parent home, but both of my parents worked and we went to school. So that was where my mindset was. So I've had to give up my expectations of what a, great American family looks like. The second thing that I've had to give up is a clean home every day. Our home is lived in literally all the time. Now, this does not mean that because you go to work and come home that your home is also clean. That has nothing to do with it. But for me, it's our home. There's always something that needs to be tidied, always. Our children are running around the house every day, all day. There's no way that I could expect, going back to number 1, releasing those expectations, that I could expect our home to be spotless 24/7. It's just not going to happen. And so I have had to sacrifice having a clean home every single day. We do clean our home and straighten it up, but it's not a picture of perfection or what I would like for it to be every day. And I've learned to be okay with that. It is lived in, it is loved, and we have an amazing time. And you can tell when you come over here. The third thing that I've had to sacrifice being a homeschool mom is adult conversation. Every day I'm around a 10-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 4-year-old. That pretty much is my conversation. So I've had to sacrifice adult conversations because I don't get to have those every single day. But when I do, I really enjoy them and I take advantage. And people are like, you talk a lot. And I'm like, yes, I've been around children all day. The conversation has to evolve into an adult conversation. But because I'm with them all the time, we have conversations that are suited for their level. And I'm okay with that because they're growing and that's the whole purpose. They live and they learn and we have great conversations, but I do sacrifice having adult conversations. It's just not there. And the fourth thing that is a sacrifice is privacy. Privacy, privacy, privacy. I can't have those adult conversations. Not that they're like terrible, but I don't want my children listening into my conversations whenever I'm talking to some of my friends or my husband or my parents or whatever. I just don't want them in our conversations all the time. So privacy is missing. I can't go to the bathroom without someone knocking on the door. Take a shower without someone needing something. I'm working on boundaries. We are working on boundaries. But privacy, they want to know where you are and what you're doing. They know that you're in this house. They know that you're here to help them and they're going to find you no matter what. No matter what. So I do sacrifice privacy, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Of those things, yes, there's other things that I could mention as well, but I wouldn't change it for the world. This is a life that we chose. This was a decision that my husband and I made together. And honestly, I know nothing else. I have been a stay-at-home mom for 8 years. I have been a homeschool mom for 4.5, almost 5 years. I don't know anything else. I don't remember a time where I worked full-time and my husband also worked full-time. I just don't. Those times are gone. They're gone. They're just not here in this season of our lives. And I am completely okay with that. I have to flip everything and make it something great. With no privacy, it's a struggle. But it allows my girls to see me for me and know that I'm human, that I make mistakes, that I get upset, all of those things. They get to see me and how I am every single day. And I don't have to cover any of that up. And I love it. I love it because my girls are growing and we're growing together. We're having a really good time. And they are like my friends. They're like my little friends. my little friends that I get to hang out with every single day. Now, there are times I want to separate myself from my little friends, yes, but I love it. So if you're feeling like you're not able to do certain things, turn it into something positive. Think about what you get to do, what you get to do with your children every single day. You get to watch them grow up. You get to just see their little brains evolve over time. You get to teach them. You get to build a really close relationship with them. You get to do so many things. So let's not focus on what we're sacrificing or what we're missing. Let's focus on what we get the opportunity to do. I hope this video was helpful for you. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell, and I will see you right back here at the Life of Tillmans for another video next time. Bye.